Alright guys, in this video we're going to talk about the elbow getting trapped behind, which causes you to release the club too early, which will result in fat shots and thin shots. It's one of the worst moves in golf. It's a little tricky to fix, but in this video we're going to try and talk about how we can fix it. Okay, let's get into it. Alright, the first thing we need to understand is that this move where the club is actually rotating your arm externally, which means backwards, you can think of it like that, and not internal, which means forwards, should happen because of the mass of the club pulling on your arm. So you need this kind of a move the same way that you would have that when you throw a ball and the weight of the ball in the arm makes that happen. It's going to happen much earlier than you imagine, because if you're trying to do it in the backswing, there's no time. So you've got to sense this happening earlier than you think. Now, the first thing I want you to do is test whether you can even do this. So can you even get your arm past vertical? So if you stand tall with your spine straight, my forearm now is in line with my spine. Ideally, you can get at least to in line with the spine and further back. If you can only get to here, then you just have to accept that it's a body limitation that is not going to allow you to swing the way you dream of. In that case, I would focus on fixing the body issue before you even waste your time fixing the technique, because the correct body motion will injure your body and your body will not allow you to do that. Now, providing you can do it, now we're going to talk about how you can train this to get this move into your swing. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is we're going to break this down without a backswing, just in front of your body, just so you can understand what we're talking about. So if I just hold the club vertically and then just let the weight twist my arms to the right, my elbow, my right elbow will go underneath my left elbow, and I can feel the force of the weight pulling on my arms, which makes them go to the right clockwise. Now, if I don't have this force pulling this way, then it would look like this, and that would be the elbow getting trapped behind. And because of that, I would have to release my angles early. So this one, I can get the club's head behind my turn, and this one, I cannot. It's physically impossible. If I try to get the correct wrist angles now, I'll block myself. Right? Now, when I do this, I've got my elbow in front of my body. When I do this, I've got it behind my body. So you can see the difference. Okay, so that's the first thing I want you to do. Just get the sense of the weight of the club pulling you. It's going to feel like you're going to hit a baseball shot. Okay, you're going to feel a lot of tightness in your shoulder when you do this. Okay, so the next step is, in your golf posture, can you do the same move that you just did here? So you're going to be more down, bent from the hips, and then you're going to have the same feeling of rotation. Now, because when you rotate, the hands are actually going to raise slightly, but the elbow is still in front of my body. Okay, now from here, I want to see if you can hit the ball. So from here, you just do a nice half backswing and just touch the ball. So rotate the arm. I've got the elbow in front of my body, turn, touch the ball. One more. Okay, once you can do the first part, we're going to try and find that place where we were, but from the regular start position. So you're going to have a pause in your swing. So you're going to go here, here. Now the elbow's in front of my body. It feels the same as it did when it was here. I've just turned and then touched the ball, step by step. It's also a good thing to be able to sense the difference between the right and the wrong way. That way your body has a better mechanism for sensing feedback. So you can feel the good way, and then you can really feel the elbow getting stuck behind. Good. Elbow stuck behind, scooping. Feel the good way, and then just let it go. Okay, so if you are filming your swing and you want to check whether you're doing it right or wrong, from down the line, here's a few checkpoints that you can use. So when you start down, I want the elbow and the shoulder to be in one line. So if you draw a line from here, it's not behind this line. Second thing, I want the club shaft to pretty much be on the same line as the forearm. You don't want it over the forearm, and you don't want it too under the forearm. Next checkpoint is, I want your hands to be slightly more out than the shoulder. So I don't want this move, which I see a lot. If you do this with an iron, your low point is going to be behind. I know people will say, do this and then turn, but in reality, when you hit the ball, it won't look anything like this. So what I want with an iron is a little bit more out with the hands, so you can hit down on the ball. Okay, so if you were one of those people who had the elbow trapped behind, that's going to release the club face a lot. So generally, people who have this kind of a swing problem would put the ball position more back, they would get their head more left and the weight more left, and then they would hit the ball like this. What they've actually done there is they've got shaft lean, but by moving the whole body to the left. So it's very rare that you see someone with the trapped elbow who keeps the head behind the ball. But what I would like to see is when you get ready, your left eye is in line with the ball. This is with a roughly like a 7 or 8 iron. Left eye in line with the ball, and then when you reach the impact, your left eye stays in line with the ball. I don't really want your head going too far ahead, right? Because that's a common fix for the original problem. So we're going to attack the problem from both sides, from the cause and the effects. Okay, ideally you would do this kind of training at home, so you can drill it into your mind before you start adding the ball and pressure. So do this at home, say 100 times per day for say a couple of weeks before you expect results. Then gradually start increasing the power with the ball. You should go down slow, build the motion, go up, then back down to slow. Otherwise you're just going to waste your time, because your instincts for power are going to come right back, because the swing happens too quick. It's not a conscious process. It's kind of like walking. It happens mostly because of habits. So be patient with this one, and then eventually you'll be able to get that into your swing. Okay, good luck. See you in the next one.